What's up, y'all? Casey Ship here, professional fitness model. My mother, 2 total hysterectomy, 2 C-sections, all that jazz. Look, been on the cover, been in the magazines. I'm going to give you today meal plan, workout, all kind of tips. Who's excited? Who's excited? All right, so figure out what you need to be eating. We're setting your budget. It's called the caloric budget. Say it with me, caloric budget. Go in FitnessPal, set it up. I want you to go ahead and plan out your meals. Here's what they're going to give you. You pay $200 a month. Some coaches are now charging like $5,000 for 6 months to work with them to show you how to eat and then tell you, like, if you've got some kind of inflammatory issue, don't eat grains, stay away from corn, take out the gluten. Well, what happens when you're on your period and you want that cake? You can have cake. Look, you can have Lucky Charms. I'm going to tell you how to have sugar and still hit your goals. Are you ready? After you got your budget set up in FitnessPal, you're going to go start setting up your meals. Just plan them out, pre-plan them so you're not playing macro Tetris at the end of the day trying to like jimmy rig it and hit your numbers. You know, it's just going to be Ideally, see, I go by hormones, but let's just say most coaches that you're going to pay, they're not going to do any of this. They're just going to tell you eat either 3 meals a day, 2 meals, or intermittent fasting or whatever. Or they're going to say eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. It depends on your lifestyle, but hey, I'm just going to give you what you're going to pay for. I'm just giving to you right now for free, just so save you some money, you know? So they're going to set you up 5, 6 meals a day. You go in there, put whatever you want. Oh my God, I can have ice cream. Absolutely. It fits your macros. Isn't that great? You can have ice cream. Really, I used to go work out, because after your workout, you can have sugar, because imagine like your body is like a sponge. And then after you work out, it's dried up. And then you're going to put that protein on it and fill it up. And then when it fills up, we're going to just shuttle those carbs right to your muscles, because you're in a catabolic state. You're breaking it down, right? Your blood sugar's low. Your body's running on stuff that could potentially cause issues, right? But we want to offset that. So how do you do it, Casey? Well, we do a super injector and we use sugar. This is where, well, if you're eating macros, technically you could eat sugar anytime, but I do like the idea of nutrient timing. Nutrient timing is saying that based on your window, like if you wake up in the morning, go to bed at night, regular schedule, that there's certain times of the day that certain foods, certain macronutrients, certain carb, fat, protein will, what's the word here? Favor, that'll work better during those times. So in the morning, since you've been fasting all night, you need to eat protein in the morning with a carb source. Look, like I say, you could eat cereal, you could eat toast. It doesn't matter, right? Because you just eat some food, right? It does not matter. You could eat a bagel and cream cheese, make it fit your macros. You're good to go, right? It's kind of like Weight Watchers on amped up. It's like Weight Watchers 2.0. I did it for freaking way too long, and it works. I just have my only beef with macros is that what if your hormones are off? What if you cannot have chicken? What if you cannot how do you know that, Casey? Well, we do food testing. We do food and gut testing. I would recommend you do that. Just get a food and gut test. We've got a course for you. If you want that, you can check it out at kcship.com. But if you really want more than that, if you want to save your money, I don't recommend doing that. I recommend doing everything, doing the inner work so that this gets a lot easier for you. But let's just step back on track. See how hard it is for me to give you basic stuff. So you do that, you log your food. In the morning, you got your protein, carbs, and fat. Meal 2, protein, carbs, and fat. Every single time you eat needs to be protein, carbs, and fat. Now, the only time that's going to shift and change if you want is after your workout. Fat, it shuttles stuff, right? A lot of things are fat soluble. Fat also slows digestion. Fat also is satiating. It satisfies your hunger a lot. That's why Olive Garden, you could literally just eat salad and bread because it's all fat. So fat fills you up really fast. Say it with me. Fat is good because fat tastes so good. So, and I grew up from Southern cooking, you know what I'm saying? So the only meals that you can leave out fat is after a workout, because remember, you're wanting to shuttle those carbohydrates right to the muscle. Blood sugar, want to get that blood sugar back up, want to get you back in an anabolic state. So after your workout, you can have something like a low fat ice cream, like a skinny cow ice cream, assuming you can have dairy and sugar, and a protein shake or a protein source, Greek yogurt. I don't care. It's killing me to tell y'all to eat this kind of stuff, because I used to eat this kind of stuff. And that's when I had the most issues, because I was not honoring my body. I was just following a diet. So I wasn't eating for health. I was eating for like a different reason. You could have skinny cow ice cream. You could have Fruity Pebbles. You could have your favorite cereal with a protein source for meal 2. And you can save that fat for the nighttime. We're talking about nutrient timing, right? This is one of the sample plans we had back in the day. So meal 1, granola, and I give you the recipe here for the granola. So meal 1 was a granola. Meal 2 was deli smoked turkey breast with mangoes, 50 grams of mangoes, 112 grams of turkey meat. Meal 3 will look like a wrap. And what you did is you put turkey bacon, 85 grams of turkey bacon, 1 organic pickle, 28 grams, tomato of 80 grams, and you wrap it in lettuce. Meal 4, this looks like a non-training day. So training day, you can eat a little bit more carbs. Non-training, you can dose it down a little bit. Meal 4, 112 grams of turkey meat, 123 grams of raspberries, cucumber. Looks like you just eating some like bird food. A lot of this is on the go. Post-workout meal was this: a ready-to-drink protein shake with Lucky Charms, 126 grams of black seedless grapes. Last meal of the day was taco casserole, Doritos, beef, taco seasoning, cheese, tomato, and lettuce, and then a pop like a Zevia. So you can eat a lot of things that taste good. That's an example of the meal plan. Okay. So literally, I'm telling you right now, because some of you, this may seem foreign, like I can eat cereal, I can have chips. Absolutely. Just count it. Just count it. Just like you would a budget, y'all. Just like you would trying to keep up with your checkbook. You've got to do a checkbook with your body. Just keep it in check. That's it. And you just make it part of your day, like log in your stuff, right? Now, the problem that people fall into is they don't want to track. They don't want to log. Something happens, they fall off, they get lazy, whatever. That's where Hot Moms comes in to like show you how to do things when you don't want. So now let's get to workout. So working out. So, you always talk about cardio, why you shouldn't really depend on cardio. Cardio is an adjunct therapy at best. Cardio should never be relied on every day for fat loss. If you want to go walk outside because it's good for your mental state, great. Go enjoy yourself by all means. But mind you, I've created a lot of pro fitness bodies with a WBFF sanction. They're the kind that looks really glammed out and stuff like that and really sexy. Casey, do I have to work out? In Hot Moms, you don't. People that try to save money and just go pay for a coach to tell them what to do with diet and workouts, this is what I'm doing. I'm just giving it to you for free because that's what it's worth. Workouts. So let's say you go to the gym. A 4-day split was wonderful. This is my favorite split ever. And I've tried everything. The split is this: upper body, lower body, upper body, lower body. One day I would do heavy horizontal, light vertical. And I've tried so many different workouts and this worked best for me. If you think of horizontal, that means I would do heavy rows, heavy pulls, heavy presses. And then I would do light vertical, meaning pull downs, like lat pull downs is light vertical, shoulder presses is vertical. And so I would do like, on the heavies, I may do like 3 sets of 8, 4 sets of 6. And on the lights, I may do 3 sets of 10, 12, 3 sets of 15, 20, right? And then on the next day, I would flip it. So then I went lower body, similar. I would do heavy targeting my posterior chain, my glutes, hamstrings, calves. And then I would do light frontal, like light quads and stuff like that. And then then I'd have a rest day in between because you need to let your muscles rest so you can be full capacity, when you go back. And then I'd do the opposite. I'd do light horizontal, heavy vertical. So I would do, I would just do the exact opposite and switch it up with the rep ranges. That has been the best thing for me ever. In between those, like on your rest day, you can either do yoga, you can just walk, you can go in and do a light body circuit, go in and do the same exercise that you did. Just don't use any weight, just do body weight or something just to like get your blood flowing. Now you do that, you're tracking your diet. Let's say you got an event coming up. This is where you add cardio. I prefer to tweak cardio versus food. So you have to make up the deficit. You've got to create a deficit with your food or with your cardio, assuming your hormones are right. Because a lot of you, the problem is your hormones are whack and your lifestyle is whack and you got way too much stress going on and you try to do all this. That's where you end up in metabolic damage with absolutely no energy and no thyroid. You don't want that. But let's say you're super healthy, like track star athlete that's 18 years old. You're getting 8 hours of sleep because all you busy moms are getting 7 to 8 hours, right? So let's assume that because this would be the right information for that body. You've got an event coming up. You're doing all this stuff. First, you can keep your calories the same and you just add in the cardio. You can do any kind of cardio you want. I recommend low intensity. Something that's like walking, yoga, just a fat burn where you're in that constant fat burn. Or you can do, if you like the way it feels to just really exhaust yourself, totally do HIIT training if you don't have a lot of time. Sprints, tire pushes, something like that. And you do that once or twice a week. If you got an event coming up in 6 weeks, depending on their metabolism, you have to really track this stuff to watch how your body's changing. Now you can either increase your activity or decrease your calories. So, and you need to decrease your calories very, very slowly. You don't need to take away carbs. You can just increase your calories and just switch up the ratio if you want. You could do carb cycling. We did that for many years because what it does, carb cycling and refeeds, like after you've been on a diet for so long, your body's in a low state, your thyroid's kind of stopped, all this stuff's kind of slowed down. So you can do a refeed or a carb refeed, or just a day where you just increase your calories all the way up, and that'll get your things going. Like we used to have days like refeed days back in them competitor days, man. So there's that, taking diet breaks. You have to take diet breaks. It's why everything needs to be planned out. Yeah, that's pretty much how you would do the workout. Water, try to get in at least 128 ounces a day. You can do flavored water. You can do, and there's so many diet foods out there. There's so many freaking diet foods. It's amazing, sugar-free popsicles. Now, I don't recommend doing a ton of the aspartame and artificial stuff. I mean, you can go for it. I used to live on it, but I was so unhealthy back then. So, but there's a ton of stuff now that's made with like stevia, even though it still is an artificial sweetener. Can I have fruit after a workout? Okay. So fructose breaks down in your liver just a little bit differently. Like you can do it, but you're going to get better results if you have something really starchy after you train. You're going to feel a lot better too. That's pretty much how you would do a workout. So what you could do if you want to do all this for free, search online, free micro calculator, boom, use that. Go to MyFitnessPal. And then as far as the workouts go, you can either search 4-day bodybuilding split workout, start it, just begin that workout. You're going to get results with that. Now, when you start to lose steam and you notice yourself going towards caffeine a little more, that's when you need to start doing adaptogens and stuff like that to help your adrenals, and taking off days. Like make sure if you're doing caffeine every day, that maybe on the weekends you take a break from it and increase your adaptogens, resting a lot. You're making sure you're getting a lot of sleep. It's like having a newborn all over again. The reason I don't like any of this is because it's not practical. The women that come to us have done this 1,000 times, sometimes even more extreme. I don't believe in eating certain foods if it's not aligned with your body. I believe in testing to see what your body needs. I believe in testing your gut. I believe in, yes, addressing hormones, but if the hormones are off, it's just like a diet. If you get on the hormones and you get on testosterone pellets or something, you're still not addressing the reason that caused you to get into that state. What we have found is if we approach things as, how can we teach these women and men to self-regulate, increase their emotional intelligence and awareness so that they can understand these cues from their body and ultimately rest their nervous system so that their body can let go of this weight. Because that's what happens. That's why people get into hot moms and they literally lose weight just by increasing mindfulness and learning about themselves, taking better care of themselves. By default, they want to do the right thing. That takes some time. Some people go faster than the others, but we eat a lot of fruit here. When I did bodybuilding, this was my meal plan in bodybuilding: 6 egg whites, 1 cup of oatmeal in the morning, 6 ounces of sweet potato, 6 ounces of chicken, and 2 cups of vegetables. Meal 3 was the same as meal 2. Meal 4 was the same as meal 3. Meal 5 was the same as meal 4. And I got to have 2 tablespoons of flax oil a day. I'm not lying. And then for dinner, we had tilapia, 6 ounces of tilapia with some asparagus or green beans and a potato. That was my diet. We never had dairy. We never had cheat meals, no fruit whatsoever. Y'all, that put me in the hurt locker so fast. I remember my husband saying, I don't understand how you went from good and you looking good to paying someone $500 for that meal plan and you're in a worse situation. You cannot eat like that. And what it does to your brain and causes you to be obsessive and just fixed on getting this right. Like it takes all your energy, all that stuff right there, and feeling like a failure and feeling remorse if you don't go do it, or feeling like you ate bad. Now you got to go work it off. All that is a compensatory behavior. It is an eating disorder. That's what it is. And so a lot of times people go work out so they don't gain weight. That is the worst thing to do. We have to really just learn about emotions and why we do the things that we do to really break those cycles. Okay. And it goes beyond NLP. It goes beyond Tony Robbins. And like I said, law of attraction and all that hype. You have to learn why you feel like you need to do all this stuff. What do you do when life happens? There's a way to do it all. There's a way to have it all. And not until you address the root issue of whatever it is. Because a lot of you, it's a domino effect. We are our parents. We're just continuing the cycle of things not working out. So we teach how to go in there and end those cycles. And I teach you how to put together your own customized meal plan and training, because you're different than me. You're different than her. That's why you've tried all these programs and it didn't work for you, but it worked for them because you're different. But we're all the same though in emotions. All of us have shame. All of us have guilt. And all of us have that not enoughness. We struggle with the same human emotions. It's just who can see it and who can feel it and transmute it. That's it. All right. For those that want to know more about what I'm talking about, like what I did for my mindset, what I did for my body, so you can see my blood work, I want you to go to CaseyShip.com/register. For those of you that have already seen that, you can go to CaseyShip.com/apply. This is it. I've got a free training, CaseyShip.com/register. Be sure to grab that and then join my free Facebook group and just reach out. Struggle is not required. So hit me up, CaseyShip.com/register. Talk to you soon.